Salutation, Geek Nation, and what's poppin'? Welcome back to Geek Culture Combat. And I got my special guest back here again, Draven, and we are going to be talking about two mechanized robots. We're going to be talking about Voltron versus Gundam Wing. And you said it's Zero, Draven?
The Zeta Gundam.
Zeta Gundam.
Yes.
So, I'm so happy to have them back, on the show. We're going to present our cases. And as always, you guys decide who will win at the end. But hey, we are going to lawyer up for our clients and let you guys know what time it is on our side of the board. Now, before I do that, I want to remind you to smash that notification bell, like, share, subscribe, and also put your question down below to let us know who won at the end. Now, with that, again, we are talking about the Gundam Wing Zeta versus Voltron. And I'm going to start first. I'm going to tell you guys about Voltron. Let's get it popping. So right out of the gate, Voltron is a colossal mechanized robot, and it is made up of 5 mechanical lines, that combine together. This is the OG, guys. This is the man, so to speak, if you forgive the comparison when we're talking about a robot. And, it was forged over 10,000 years ago by King Ofer of, Altea, and from a comet that, crashed on the Galran homeworld. Now, with the help of 5 paladins, these are the, pilots. They piloted the Voltron Alliance. Now, Voltron was sent to protect the innocent and defend the galaxy from danger. However, that all changed when Zorkon, the Emperor Galra, who was also a paladin of Voltron, the Black Lion, he was infected by an overdose of quintessence and brainwashed into conquering the entire universe. Talk about something going wrong. Now, in order to keep Voltron out of Zorkon's hands, Altair hid each of the lines on a different world and put both his daughter, Allura, and her advisor, Koran, into a cryogenic stasis so Zorkon wouldn't be able to interrogate them. He didn't want them to, find them and figure out where the rest of the lines are. Now, in the present time, 5 humans named Shiro, Keith, Pidge, Lance, and Hunk came across the blue line on Earth. And so the blue line ends up taking them to the planet Eurus, or Aris, where King Ulfar's castle was sent after Zorkon destroyed Altea. Now, while there, they accidentally woke up Allura and Koran, who were, previously in a cryogenic state. And they told them that they must find the remaining 5 lions so they can reform Voltron, the OG himself. Now, after finding other lions, the 5 became the new paladins of Voltron and set out to free the universe from Zorkon's tyranny. Now, I'm just going to touch a little bit on some of the powers and abilities, and then, of course, we're going to get into that. And I'm going to let my man Draven tell you about Gundam Wing Zero. So a little bit about some of the powers and abilities. All right. Now, obviously, Voltron has flight. Okay, he's capable of flight. He has the wings on there, has the jetpacks, in his back, on his feet. He's ready to go, so he can fly. Right, all the lions, obviously, they all can fly. Okay, these are all flight capable, and they fly pretty darn fast too. Sentience, okay, Voltron is semi-sentient. Okay, he knows what's going on. He has awareness. And some of the old lore, you go back to the 80s and things like that. Voltron was completely sentient and independent, but then was changed or I don't want to say punished, but got changed in a way to where he needed to be piloted, but he does maintain some sentience there. Okay, he does maintain that. He has dimensional travel. They have that, and it's powered by Bayards. The 5 paladins have Bayards, or sort of like keys, to allow them to pilot it. Eye lasers. Each of the lines, they have eye lasers all over there. Rocket punches. They have those. They have laser cannons. Jaw blades, windshield, and we're going to get into all that. Okay, we are going to get into all that. Shoulder cannons and different blasters. We're going to get into more of that. That gives you an idea of the main man, or the main mech himself, Voltron. So now with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn the mic over to Draven so he can tell us about his client, Gundam Wing Zeta. Draven, the floor is yours, buddy.
All right, so I'm going to be talking about the Zeta Gundam. So the Zeta Gundam basically replaced the Mark II Gundam for the pilot Camille Biden after he had some sort of incident in space involving the four, I think you pronounce it Mirasame. So basically, when he came back, he built the Zeta Gundam. Now, the Zeta Gundam is a little bit different than most Gundams because it's kind of like a transformer. So it transforms into this massive jet that's capable of, space flight, going anywhere. It doesn't need anything to help it get back into the atmosphere. It doesn't burn up. Its pilot, like I said, is Camille Biden. So the Zeta has been through a lot of stuff. It battled and killed the Titans leader, which the Titans, in the Gundam universe is like the massive war that they're going against, one of the people they're fighting against. So the Zeta can kill, basically took out their leader's mech. I think that one was actually called the Zero. I might be wrong on that. But the Zeta actually has some special features and stuff that a lot of other Gundams don't have. It has a biosensor, and it has sealant launchers, which is basically just a sticky sealant, kind of like Spider-Man webbing almost, but for a giant robot. And it's got a massive arsenal, just absolutely massive arsenal. It's got, the normal Gundam things, grappling wires, grenade launchers, the Vulcan guns. But this one also has the Hyper Mega Launcher, which basically is all of the power that this Gundam can generate fired into one beam. But this beam can also be, if I remember right, it can be slowed down almost and turned into a saber as well. So it's a massive sword as well. The Zeta Gundam, it's also armored with Gundarium Gamma alloy, and that's kind of what helps it get back into Earth's atmosphere from space, so it doesn't need that giant, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a giant bubble that Gundams have to be into to re-enter the atmosphere so they don't burn up. It doesn't need any of that. It can just, it goes instantly into a streamlined wave rider is what it's called. It can fly in high speeds in space, in the atmosphere, like I said. It has a sub-flight system as well, so it can carry another mobile suit on top of it if it wants to, and kind of carry other Gundams places if it needs to. Really, it's just an all-around upgraded suit from the Mark II Gundam.
Okay, so you rest the mic with that?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Now, what we can do is, if you want, you can go ahead or have your client come over and kiss the ring of Voltron, because Voltron is everything that Gundam Wing Zeta is trying to be. Voltron is the OG.
But see, where my client gets it is, yours, if we're talking about Voltron as not sentient, so if it's not sentient at all or even semi-sentient, it still needs 5 different pilots to even do anything, whereas the Gundam Zeta only needs 1 pilot who is extremely decorated, who took out their biggest enemy's leader and his mech. So come on, man, that's 5 against 1, and I think Camille would have it with the Zeta Gundam.
And that is where your client is gonna lose right there. You talking about a team versus an individual. Now here's the difference, okay? Like I said earlier, you're talking about 5 against 1. Now let's look at that just for a second. Let's look at that. We're talking about 5 lions, okay? 5 lions against 1. Now you have to look at it like this. Imagine you and I, okay? You and I, we can have a weapon or whatever. So you have a sword, anything, right? And it's against 5 lions. Even if we come out on top, that is going to be hard. That is difficult. Imagine in football. Imagine football. 1 quarterback against 5 defenders. No line, no nothing else. Imagine in basketball. I don't care how talented you are. If it's just LeBron James against 5 scrubs, it's going to be really hard for him to beat them, to defend all of them, and to get the offense. 1 against 5. These 5 lions are going to surround you or your client and do pack tactics. You got 5 minds who can be tactically sound, who can think, okay, what do we need to do to get rid of this guy? That's at 5 individual lions. Okay, my client over here right now is putting out his hand so that you can kiss the ring.
Oh no. My client's gonna slap that ring, man. So this biosensor technology, let me explain that to you. It's almost like a Neuralink, right? So what it does is it helps the pilot basically command with mental, through its mental waves. You know what I mean? Okay. So whatever my guy is doing, that's what the Gundam's gonna be doing. So I mean, honestly, let's say your 5 lions surround my client. My client's pretty fast, man. He could sealant launch you guys, get you all stickied up, and even if he gets 1, maybe even 2 of those lions, that's 2 of them down before they even connect to become Voltron, my guy.
No, you're not stopping. No, you're gonna put some respect on my boy's name. I know that. Because you're not gonna just be able to just sit there and just do what you want. Your client is gonna have to deal with an arsenal, okay? He's gonna have to deal with the laser cannons. What are you gonna do with that? He's gonna have to deal with the jaw blades, attacks coming from all directions, right? And notice, I haven't even formed into Voltron yet, okay?
Okay, all right.
I haven't even pulled out the big guns yet. Your boy's gonna be in trouble. Dual SARS daggers, shoulder cannons, okay, blasters, all day long, having the different elements because each line specializes in something different. Okay, and you know that already. All right. Your boys.
Yeah, you're right. But let's think about it this way, man. All right, let's think about it this way. My client can attack on multiple fronts in one move without even thinking about it. All right, the Vulcan guns on all Gundams are mounted to their face, loaded with over 600 rounds easily. And they're mainly for intercepting missiles or rockets, destroying suit sensors. I mean, so you guys are going to be coming at me, and those are like an automatic defense system, man. Those are just going to launch off at you. All right. My client also has dual beam sabers. All right. Dual. All right. He's basically rocking 2 lightsabers for a giant robot. All right. So, I mean, this is basically a ninja versus 5 lions. Okay, so let's talk about if your boy manages to become Voltron before they get all stickied up and just destroyed. I mean, there's just no. I don't see it, man. Those are 5 lions charging at him, and he's got automated defense systems, mainly for intercepting things like that.
You are gonna put some respect on my boy's name. You're gonna put some respect on his name, okay? We're not doing it. You're not coming in here and just acting like my boy is some kind of scrub or something. We're not having that kind of disrespect. Let me tell you something, okay? Strength feats. And now, you know what? You make me have to take the gloves off with my boy. Now, forget the line in the pack. We already warmed down already with pack tactics. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and form Voltron because you playing with his name. Your boy don't want this kind of smoke. Strength.
We want the smoke.
No, you don't want none of this. He's considered the strongest weapon in the universe. Voltron. He's considered the strongest weapon in the universe. Easily destroyed Galra ships. Sent a Robeast flying back with 1 punch. Destroyed Mizak with a single sword slash. Has destroyed entire fleets of warships with ease. Sliced a colossal warship in half. Destroyed Zorkon's battle armor and left him in critical condition. When empowered by Allure, the girl I told you about earlier, broke through intense gravity powerful enough to pin it down before, okay? Broke through that. That's just on strength and might, okay? Speed, can fly from planet to planet with ease. So the intergalactic, flight, no problem. That's not an issue. Flies faster than the speed of light. Can go that fast. We've seen him do that. The Blue Lion flew from Earth to Kerberos in seconds. The Red Lion can fly fast enough to escape from a black hole. dodged dozens of laser blasts from Draziel, okay? Reacted to laser blast quick enough to avoid it and then let it hit another ship. Just kind of dodged it, just kind of aim dodged it, okay? Flew from the edge of the Milky Way to Saturn in seconds. That's just strength and speed. I didn't even get into the durability, okay? I'm sorry, your boy, his lungs can't handle this kind of smoke right now. He can't do it, okay? He needs to sit down and start respecting and take some more notes on how to be the OG mech. That's it. You're not gonna just disrespect my boy Voltron like that. He's been doing this for far too long, sir. Far too long.
I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, we want to talk about swords. All right, let's talk about a sword fight.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
Let's talk about the sword fight, man.
Don't
so not
do
only
that.
does my boy got the beam sabers, he's got the beam rifle that will turn into a massive beam saber, which will cut through basically anything. So I don't think your boy's little metal sword is going to do anything against a laser, a focused laser, my guy. He's just going to slice right through it like some, a hot knife and some butter.
You are disrespectful. You are disrespectful. You need to recognize who you are dealing with. This is Voltron, okay?
My client recognizes nothing but the W.
You know what? That's it. That's it. I'm not gonna stand here and let you talk about my boy like that. Let me tell you something. You brought up a sword. That's where you messed up. Don't do that. My boy has the sword, okay? Form blazing sword. The fight is always over when he does that. When he is done messing with people, when he's done playing around, when he's done doing his taxes, he says, you know what? Let me just go ahead and end this. Let me form blazing sword, because it is over at that point. When has it not been? Okay? This dude doesn't play. The Voltron does not play when he forms his blazing sword, and that's when your boy is going down. And it may be permanently. It may be permanent. It's over. He's done. You know what? Bring out the songs. You know what? Where's Boys the Men? It's so hard. Say goodbye. It's over. It's done. Don't make him pull out the blazing sword, sir. Don't make him do that.
I don't know, man. My client's pretty fast. I think he could grapple you up and stick you down before you got a chance to form anything.
No.
All right, we're talking about one of the fastest Gundams in all of existence. That took out the enemy's leader, my guy. Leader. And survived.
Man, oh my God. Okay, I'm telling you, we got the strength, we got the speed, we got the durability, we got the skills. These guys have been in scrapes. Durability. He tanked the blast from supposedly capable of blowing up a planet. He took a blast that was supposed to blow up a planet. My man is still standing. He survived blasts that would wipe out moons. My boy is still standing. He tanked blows and laser beams from Zorkon's Robeast. He's still here. Has shrugged off explosions. Survived attacks from Zorkon battle armor. Survived hits from a powered up, Synclean. He survived a full arm blast from 5 Zyforce cannons at one time, and just to give people some perspective, the cannon is powerful enough to obliterate a planet. My man is still here, sipping on his tea right now, annoyed at the disrespect of your client. You need to get your client in order, You need to get him in order, We want to talk about skills, said to be the most powerful weapon in the universe. I don't have to say anything after that. I can be done right there. So quit playing. Why are you playing, Draven? Stop it.
Look, man, I'm legally have to defend my client here, all right? Look, man, look. Let's talk about it, all right? My boy has the strongest hyper bazooka ever put on a Gundam, all right? It's borrowed. He basically just took it from the Mark II Gundam. It's cartridge fed, but it holds 7 rounds that fire off basically simultaneously out of the strongest cannon ever created. All right, hit the pressure points, your boy's done before he can even get close to the Gundam. This Gundam not only is good in hand-to-hand, but is amazing at marksman shots and long-range shots, all right? He is prepared, all right? This is the Assassin Gundam, all right? I don't think that Voltron is realizing how strong his opponent is in this, all right? The strongest cannon ever created on this Gundam.
Okay. No problem. All right, then I'll tell you what.
7 rounds, man. 7 rounds. Not only does about that, but he's got the hyper mega launcher, like I was saying, which is basically, you know, when like Tony Stark gets all of his energy and shoots it out his chest. That is what this Gundam does on this like 1,000 times bigger scale. Okay. Okay.
Fight back, Craig. Okay. All right. I will give my final. I'll give my final words, my final argument, and then I'll give the mic to you so we can see, you know, let the audience figure out who won this Gundam. I'm gonna tell the audience this. Okay, you, the audience, you are the jury. Okay, I want you guys to not pay too much attention to the disrespect my opponent is delivering. Okay, he knows not what he does. He don't know he's messing with the OG. But this is Voltron. Okay, one of the most powerful weapons in the universe. He's called the defender, the protector of the galaxy. The mech has been doing this for a long time, and the Paladins, they are in one accord. They are in one, they it's like a hive mind once they come together. They are in unison, okay? They're not fighting against one another once they form Voltron, okay? They are doing it, they move flawlessly, they move effortlessly. There's no, there's no confusion. They are one unit, okay? In this fight, it is like, at first, before they come together, it is like a 5 against 1, okay? It's a 5 against 1, pack tactics. They can surround him. They can do those type of things that we talked about before. And then they have access to the various weapons that they have, the various special weapons, whether it's that with fire and lasers and lightning and the earth and water and all those type of things. Some of those, right? And then you have, the edge weapons, okay? Where they have the daggers that they hold in their mouth, things like that, doing energy type damage and things like that. So we're looking at that. He's well equipped. He's very, very durable. Okay, this neither mech is gonna be one-shotted. Okay, we can both agree with that. They're not gonna be one-shotted because because of skill, because of durability, because of experience and things like that. But I think Voltron has the edge, and the number one, the coup de grace is when he formed Blazing Sword. That is the end of the battle. It's over at that point. He pulls out that Blazing Sword. That's it. Head for the hills. That's it. Because it's going down at that point. Okay, it's gonna be lot of violins playing and lot of mothers crying because their baby not coming home anymore after that sword comes out. And I give you the floor.
All right. My final statement on my client, back to this hyper mega launcher, he can use it in Wave Rider mode, all right? I didn't even talk about his spaceship mode. My boy can just blast Voltron before he even turns into a robot, and that's his biggest fighting chance. I think that it would be a very good fight. I'm curious to see what the comments are going to say. Me personally, man, these are the 2 strongest robots in my opinion, and I think it would end a lot like Batman Endgame, just both of them dead on the ground.
Gotcha. I got you. All right. No problem. I love it. I love the back and forth. But, audience, we are advocates and attorneys for our clients, but you are the jury. You guys decide in the comment section down below, who do you think won? So this is not debate Robert versus Draven. This is Voltron versus Gundam Wing Zeta. So down there, you put who you think won. And with that, we're going to see you guys on the next one. Also, in the comment section, if there are some matchups that you guys would like to hear debated, put it in the comment section down below, and we can see what we can do as far as making that happen. So with that, we are going to sign out. Geek Culture Combat.